Nick.
Sniper Mike.
Sniper Alex.
Today we're going to dive into a throwback trade that we made on the ticker ALYI. It's an interesting trade. It was an overnight flip. It happened real quick. The recent one, I think it just happened in September, right? Last month. Alright, well we'll see when we dive in. Alright, so check this out. So this is a brief overview of ALYI, the recap of our trade. $308 of profit, quick overnight swing. As you can see with the dates here, 9/10 is when we got in, 9/11 is when we got out. We got in the price of 117, out at 134. This was the catalyst that started the day. We actually got this as an email. It wasn't even in the news feed, but this was an email pump that came through and it got some hype at the beginning. So now we'll dive in towards the end of that day. It's at 3 o'clock, and let's do it. Check this out.
Sick play. To bring it back, ALYI, this is a OTC penny stock. The pattern that we're trading here is the first green day. This is one of our main patterns, our bread and butter patterns. The first green day, it has a catalyst like we just pulled up, and it's having a strong day. And these are nice as you get to formulate your plan coming into power hour. You know, that's what happened here. So, you know, the stock had the news, it made a nice push, it created new highs of the day. The price action was good. And it got past that 1 cent mark that we really like to see these pennies get across, combined with the catalyst in the first green day. We know it has potential, you know, in the last hour of trading, power hour, and, you know, into the next day. So, you know, we're evaluating this here.
Yeah.
And what is it up, 60%?
It's up 60% right now. Yeah, exactly.
So
already.
Very nice green day.
Yeah, and it's holding that 60% at the end. And now, like I was saying with that 1 cent, check out the VWAP. It's now over 1 cent.
Yep.
So that's nice to see as the stock comes up from a sub penny starting the day.
Yeah, so we have an order in here now. You know, we put the limit in. Realistically, you know, you're looking at the stock and you see it had the strong green day, it had a good midday push, and it's actually going higher. It's trending a lot higher than VWAP right now, and it's 3:14 p.m. So it's go time basically for the stock right now. If this stock had a lot of momentum, we might have had to slap the high day at 0126, but thankfully we got blessed with a dip. And that's what patience pays right there. It honestly sometimes falls into you one way or the other. On a dip it could fall into you, or on the breakout it could, you know, fall into you. This one we actually waited for a dip, and we had an order. We had an order in at 018 with the 01 cut, because that's where the VWAP was. It was there. As you notice, the order we did get filled a little bit higher at 117.
Yeah, because we saw the dip was stopping and the buyer started to come back in.
That's exactly it. That's exactly, and that's something you got to really recognize. We wanted 018, but at the end of the day, it's 3:24 p.m. and there was not enough people selling down into that level. So that's another big key. If you have an order in and you're not getting filled, there's not, you know, people coming down to you, that means it's probably going to turn around. We put the order up, moved it up. Really, it's actually leveling off at the previous highs that it had midday, and that's now as support, and that's actually the spot where we're basically in at. 017. So we don't really want this to go down with all of our trades that you know, we're buying during power hour. We want to see a push into the close.
One of my favorite things about this trade, it is up 60%, 60+%, but the trading range that it created in the past 2 hours is something that is very, very nice. Now, trading ranges is just making a high and low, a support and resistance at a certain spot, and that's what's going on here. It did go up 60%, but the trading range is only about a tick of a penny, so only about 5% you're really risking, 10% at the most, if you're buying at the high too. So in our case, we're buying at the low, so now we're almost risking absolutely nothing, and that's key with buying at the low there and waiting for a dip.
Oh, alright, so real quick, here's a flashback from actually the last time we traded this, ALYI, and this just shows if these stocks come back, so you want to make sure you keep on your watch list. Check this out.
If you're prepared for these type of plays, it's really rewarding, and it's just unbelievable the opportunity that we have here. So this is a great trade. We're about to lock in profits right now at 349. We're just a tenth away. 5 minutes in to the open, locking in, boom, right there. 9:35 a.m. at 3.5, and now look at where the stock ended up going.
All right, so now let's check it out, guys. 3:30, so 30 minutes left. That's it. We're getting a test, or almost a test, at the high a day. So this is a key spot. If you're in the position and it gets rejected at the high a day, what do? You want to start asking yourself that question.
What was our plan here if we got rejected at the higher day?
I mean, you know, with being in at a good spot, we were okay with it getting rejected. There was still 30 minutes left, so you know, sometimes it will have some turbulence. At the end of the day, if it doesn't hit the cut point, it's still in the plan. And you know, you gotta give it a chance. I've had trades where we didn't feel comfortable. Sometimes, you know, if you want to get out, you can get out. But at the end of the day, it's okay. You take a small win, you take a small loss, you move on to the next. This one, it didn't break out initially right away. It got rejected, but still is holding that support. You know, basically where we got in, where the buyers came in. You know, because it's important to see where people started buying on the dip specifically. At the key levels, on the dip, on the support levels, and at the resistance level, the high day, it's really important to see where are there actually buyers coming in and where are there actually sellers coming in. So, you know, we gave it time, and it never broke either way out of the range, like Mike was talking about. So it was still in the range, so there wasn't a need for us to really, you know, panic or, you know, feel good about the trade. So, you know, it was still kind of just intact. But we're still looking for the high day break. That's exactly what we're looking for. 3:45.
Yeah.
So 15 minutes.
This is ideal. Check it. This is what we're doing here at the
live footage. Juggling.
in the Sniper Lounge. Alright, so 5 minutes left now, and it actually is still holding that range. So as you can see, we did put that we put a sell limit in. It doesn't look like it's gonna hit the sell limit, but we're gonna keep it there just in case. It is holding that tight range, so we're still holding this play. And nice, now we actually get a higher day test at the end of the day and it breaks. And this is 4:30 now, the day is closed, and we have closed at 1-3, which is the higher day, which gives us a bullish sign to gap up. Continue to the next morning, we get a gap up right away and we actually sell it. We sold half at the bell, and I think we secured like $130.
When it gaps
so
up,
right
you
there,
gotta take it. You take some, at least some, reward yourself. You get a gap up just by going to sleep at night.
Yeah, those are the best plays. Those are my favorite.
Reward yourself and then let it prove itself. Let us see if it can actually go or not. At the end of the day, you want to evaluate. You have a goal. You want, you know, 10, 15, 20, 30% in the morning. But if you don't see that,
wow, so here's the
sellers coming in.
Sorry, this thing's all messed up.
Oh, okay.
I'll fix it. So here's actually the 1 day, 1 minute. There's the sell. So instantly, as you saw at 9:30, and then here's the second sell. And this is what Al was talking about the morning.
Yeah. So you know, you want to be patient. Here you see a new high of the day. You see buyers coming in. That's a really good sign.
Wow.
And that's what you want to sell into. Once you see a gap, when you get a gap up and you get a hold and you get big buyers coming into, those are the people you want to sell into.
Boom. And there it goes. We're out. We actually moved the limit down, as you could see. As the bid started to fall under that 1.4, we went ahead and just moved the limit down and we were able to sell. For some reason, TD was messed up and the sell limit's still in, but that pink line is gone. We officially have capped that play by 9:43 the next morning.
Listen, guys, we only put $2,000 into this. $2,000 made 15% overnight on a reliable pattern, only risking about 4 or 5%. And looking to make 15, 20%. And this is all you have to do over and over. In a small account, you keep on collecting $300, $400, $500 wins. And trust me, they add up. And you keep your losses small. And all of a sudden, you have a $5,000, $10,000 account. And you can start increasing your position size. So, you know, this is a great trade. You know, for any account, but especially a small account. It can really grow it. So, good trade.
No day trade used.
Big point. Really ideal trade.
So that does it, guys, for ALYI. 308 profit, as you can see. Again, like Mike said, no day trade wasted. Like Al said, 15% on $2,000. If you guys like what we got going on, slam the subscribe, the like button. Much love from the Sniper team.
Keep grinding.
Keep grinding. We'll see you guys later. Talk to y'all later. Peace. See you in the chat.